Good morning. We are at Temple Mountain Town Site Campground. It's a mouthful. A couple hours west of Moab, Utah. And we're about to start out on the, what's it called?
Swell night out.
The Swell Night Out. It's a little overnighter, but we're gonna do it in 2 nights because it seems like there's a lot to explore. After bikepacking through a tiny portion of the desert southwest a couple of years ago, we knew we wanted to come back.
We're in Utah for a couple of weeks, and this route is actually a little bit of an afterthought for this trip. We have 3 days to fill between the drive down from Washington State and meeting some family in Moab, so we found a route that was on the way.
It will turn out to be one of our favorite trips we've ever done. Is this the best thing we've ever ridden?
Yeah.
But for now, all we really know about it is that it's hard, and we're gonna need a lot of water.
I don't have a dropper post until I get rid of water.
We had planned to cache water yesterday so that we wouldn't have to carry as much, but there were thunderstorms yesterday and flash floods, and some of the roads were impassable, so we weren't able to get to the cache spot. So we're just carrying like 12 liters of water each.
Silly.
All right, time to go.
Shoot. That's ridiculous. So we started out this morning on the Behind the Reef road, which means that we are riding this route in a clockwise direction as the route designers recommended. That means that we're gonna hit the hardest part of this route late in the first day, and the route creators felt that that was a useful strainer, a good way to make sure that anyone who bit off more than they could chew could turn around and have the chance to make it back to their vehicle instead of being stuck on the far side of the crux. Right now this road is pretty smooth. The first 10 miles or so lead up to a really popular canyon hike that maybe we will get to explore a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so.
And then after that, it sounds like things get really interesting. This place is so cool.
Yeah. Also, squish is nice.
Yeah, suspension and fatter tires.
It's so nice. Sand! Ugh. Oh, it's wet in here. All of a sudden.
Not a road anymore so much. Whew. Okay, so today's gonna go a little slower from now on.
The Behind the Reef road gets its name from the San Rafael Reef. Prospectors to the area first started naming these long rock ridges in Utah reefs because they were barriers to travel, just like coral reefs are to sailors. If you're like us and you think, how the heck does something like that form? Here's your 1-minute geology lesson. The reef lies along the southeastern edge of the San Rafael Swell, a sedimentary dome that came into being when one group of rocks deep underground started migrating upward in the Earth's crust about 60 million years ago during a period of mountain building called the Laramide orogeny. Eventually, the layers above were pushed upward so far that they snapped, forming the cliffs we call the reef.
As this uplift was happening ever so slowly, pre-existing rivers just kept flowing, cutting into the sedimentary rocks and forming deep canyons that cut through the reef. Elsewhere, infrequent but powerful flash floods cut narrow slot canyons through the rock.
Chris and I have never seen a slot canyon before, so that's where we're headed now. So we're tall.
This road is fun. The views are stunning. I know that I have to look where I'm going while riding this road, but I want to look around all the time.
It feels like riding inside of a rainbow.
Yeah. Hillary, where are we going?
We just left our bikes in the shade and we're going for a walk up Little Wild Horse Canyon.
It's a really popular loop hike. On the other side, it can connect to Bell's Canyon.
Bell. Just Bell.
Yeah. Just Bell. Okay, just
one bell.
I don't think we're gonna have time to connect.
No.
We're not gonna make that happen.
We've gotten like halfway through where we want to be today, and it's like 2 o'clock, and now we're gonna go on a side adventure. But the nice thing about doing a trip with more time than bikepacking.com recommends is that you can do things like this and not have to worry about time.
You may not be able to go in every hole.
But we sure do try. Here we go. Whoa. Oh.
There's more things to see around every corner.
The last time we were here, we learned that there used to be a giant ocean in this part of the world, and all of these rocks are ancient sand dunes. And sometimes you can see them like sand drifted this way and then sand drifted that way, and then the lines intersect with each other. It's just cool.
It's very cool. We're inside of it.
Yeah, we are toying with the idea of going further than we maybe should. Water. You went up. Huh.
It worked.
This is fine. Oh, I'm really glad it's working out.
Nice moves. I'm glad we kept going.
Chris is not yet resigned to my fate.
Hillary was needed in the water.
I'm just... Needless to say, we did not turn around.
Keep going.
It's too much fun.
This is wild.
It's even cooler on this side. Chris.
Yes. Oh, there's more.
I'm just doing it. No. Oh, it's pretty deep.
Here we are at the bottom of Little Wild Horse and headed up Bell Canyon.
By the time we looked at the map, we realized it was the same distance to make the loop than to turn around, so.
Loops are always better.
Loops are better.
Thanks for going on this side quest with me.
My pleasure.
This is really cool. But now we have 1.5 miles of road walking back to our bikes, where we will then bike this same road into the sun.
Was it worth it?
So far, I still think so.
I think so too.
I know it's a road, but it's still kind of an adventure. You never know what you're gonna get around the next corner. We're almost back to that trail.
There's Bell Canyon. What'd you say, Chris?
This here above us is the Ding Dang Dome. Gotta have a name, I guess. Good as any other.
You wanna find a ding dang campsite?
Yeah.
Go. Our cowboy rides off into the sunset.
Giddy up.
We have to be careful when looking for a campsite, but it's not rattlesnakes and cactus that we're worried about.
Instead, we're looking for a flat spot without cryptobiotic soil. This community of algae, bacteria, and fungi bind the desert soil together, protecting it from erosion and allowing plants to grow.
It can take thousands of years to form, and it is therefore deeply uncool to crush it.
After our low mileage day yesterday, we really need to make up some miles today, which means we actually should do about twice as many miles as yesterday. We still have the hardest part of the route ahead of us, but we're gonna get that done hopefully in the coolest part of the day. And then after that, the route is described as being more predictable. So we'll see what that means. All right, we gotta get moving. Uh-oh.
All right. Whee! Woo! The descent into and the climb out of this canyon are considered to be the hardest part of this route. GoPros always make things look flatter than real life, but hopefully you can see why we're grateful for wide handlebars and a little bit of front suspension. Then what?
Do we just go up the wash here?
I think so. Because we have to get back up there, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go up the wash. We're just doing this. This is cool.
Where are you taking me? Cool. Next time. My water is staying in a much better spot today. I repositioned some things this morning. I figured out how to attach my handlebar bag correctly so it's not wiggling around as much. Day two's off to a pretty good start. Need to find some wood to knock on. And the views are just wild.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Orogeny.
Erosion.
Such a nerd. It's okay. This is a safe space for nerds. The route description said to mentally prepare for how hard this section was, so I was mentally prepared for that. But what I wasn't mentally prepared for is how pretty it is. So that's a treat. We made it to the top.
Yee.
Whoa. It's a little bit of a cliff.
A little bit of a cliff. Wow.
Yikes.
So at some point we're like looping back around all that stuff. We're going up there.
Yep.
This is our land for the next
Everything light
day and a
touches.
half. Yeah. I love those banked turns.
Oh, I don't even take advantage of them. I'm just like, stay upright. Also, I was like, it's green.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a new color. This is it, right?
Soon we spot our first jalopy, an old beater car brought here by uranium prospectors in the 40s and 50s. How did it get out here? Maybe the road used to be better?
Maybe this thing actually had a wicked suspension on it. Like this little sedan thing, but it had like a 2-foot lift. Bouncing around on these roads. Uranium mining boomed in southern Utah and northern Arizona during the early years of the Cold War, and that's why these roads even exist.
Look at this!
Soon we find ourselves at an airstrip at the bottom of the hill, on the banks of Muddy Creek, one of the only reliable water sources in the swell.
We're not getting water here, though. It's called Muddy Creek for a reason, and in any case, this airstrip is here because of a nearby uranium mine. The mine, now called Hidden Splendor, made a prospector named Vernon Pick very rich in the 1950s.
He pulled about $1 million of uranium ore out of the mine before selling it to an international financier for $9 million and an airplane. The mine ran out of ore soon after, earning it the nickname Hidden Blunder.
Now past lunch, hot, and with a little over 20 miles left to do today, we climb up towards McKay Flats. The world is so white around here.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts my eyes. We could shorten this trip significantly by turning right here, but we turn left, down the hill, and we're glad we do.
Can't go in every hole.
Can we go in that one? This was a storage hut for explosives for another abandoned uranium mine. You probably already know this, but uranium is radioactive, and exposure to high amounts of it is, very bad. The government and scientists also knew this, too. They had known for quite a while by the time the boom happened. But they intentionally kept this fact from the miners, many of whom were indigenous to the local area and spoke only their native languages.
The uranium boom ended in the early 60s when the government decided it had enough stockpiled uranium. But before that, about 450 people lived here in a town site near this cottonwood tree. And there was even a one-room schoolhouse.
Even though we're tempted to camp here, we need to set ourselves up for a shorter day tomorrow. So we decide to push on another 7 miles.
More of a route than a road.
I'm not used to route finding on a bike.
Yeah, I think that either way, our road,
Eventually we go that way.
I think I'm just taking the wash.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Well, see here, your problem is you left your engine over there and your cab kept on going. That shouldn't happen. It's just too cool.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
What happened last night?
I heard a night horse. Was there something else?
Can you tell us what a night horse is?
There was a horse that passed on the road in the middle of the night. That's about it. It went clop, 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 clop. And it got louder and then quieter. I need more coffee.
Okay, let's work on that. The sunrise came really quick, so we didn't quite get out of camp before sunrise. But it's still early, it's cool, I'm wearing a puffy, and I don't know what today's gonna look like.
For the next 7 or so miles, we follow this dry wash. It's actually pretty good biking. The rain from a few days ago hardened the surface, so we're not fighting through as much sand as we expected. Before we finish this trip, we have to climb up and over Temple Mountain, which, if you'll remember, is that wild-looking thing we saw at the beginning. So we're excited to see what it looks like up close. But first, we have quite a bit of climbing. Yeah, we'll use caution. Well, I think that was the last biggest climb of the day.
Yay!
So then after this descent, we climb up and around the backside of Temple Mountain before dropping down to the campground where our car is parked. So it'll probably take longer than I want it to,
It does.
but we're feeling like we're really close to the end of this trip.
This road is not as smooth as I would like it to be, though.
We'd be able to get down this on our other bikes, but it would take us twice as long.
That looks not fun.
We were just passed by two side-by-sides or dune buggy kind of things, and that makes a total of 4 people that we've seen the entire time out here, which is way less than I was expecting. I'm sure sometimes of the year it can be much busier, but for us this weekend, it felt quite remote.
So many roads. Wait, what are we doing?
We're gonna skip a little part of the route and go straight up a hill to cut a big switchback and cut a couple miles out of our route to save some time.
Yeah. We're trying to get back to our car early because we're excited to spend some time with Chris's brother and our niece in Moab. Honestly, there are so many roads around here that we probably could have skipped the climb up and over Temple Mountain altogether. But this mountain has a ton of old mines and equipment, and we're curious to see them up close. On any other day, this would be nap time.
Yeah.
But we've got places to go, people to see.
Here.
So we're pushing uphill in the heat.
We can do it.
Okay.
Temple Mountain is famous for its high-grade uranium. Marie Curie, the discoverer of radioactivity, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, and the first person to win it twice, said that this uranium was her favorite. She even lived at the Temple Mountain town site for a short while in 1921.
This is a wild place.
Yeah, it is very wild. It's a lot of junk.
Old mining junk. It's historic. We didn't spend as much time exploring this as we wanted to. It was like 2 o'clock, we were hot, and on a time crunch. So weird.
To be honest, giving this route an extra day wasn't nearly enough. You could probably spend a lifetime just in the swell and not see every nook and cranny of this place.
She's in mine. But first, we have another trip planned, right after spending time with family. The White Rim. Be sure to stick around for that one.